Now, Magic players, welcome you to episode 180 of the Brewers Tavern. Charles, how are you doing?
Good. Mitja's a little sick, so I'll try to do most of the talking during the intro. But we're at 180, so this is another one of our NewCon specials. We're excited to pick up where we left off, and the next NewCon we haven't shown yet is NewCon 6. It was recorded and it was took place in 2014. A couple things I'll say about it first. It was the first NewCon where managing was restricted, so a lot of people thought the deck was no longer viable anymore. And in fact, we do not. We went from the decks in the finals of NewCon 5 to neither player having the deck in NewCon 6. The deck was very light in NewCon 6. A couple things about the match that Magnus was so nice to tell me. So the final was between Robin Hagelpump and Christoffer Stalin. And I'm playing Robin's deck, and Mitja's playing Christoffer's deck. And Christoffer did manage to win. It's a UR mirror, and a cool part of the UR mirror that Magnus mentioned was that that it's a cool deck format because it wasn't a tier 1 deck back in 94. So it's one of the strategies alongside like Lion Dip Bolt that had been developed in the old school era of Magic. Unlike decks like the Deck and N00bcon and Zoo that were definitely played back in 94 and certainly have evolved in old school era, but those strategies weren't really used back then for like UR Burn. So you wouldn't see like Electric Eel back played in 94 like you did at this time in old school. And then I mentioned that many players thought mana drains restriction made the deck not playable, but as we found out, it really just made the deck from a tier 0 deck to a tier 1 deck, and possibly still the best deck in the format. Couple things we play when we play these historic matches, we play the cards exactly as is. I'll say that my list did not have a sideboard available. So we're not going to play sideboard games just because we don't know what the other 15 cards were. I put a sample sideboard of what it could have been with cards that were not expensive. So like not playing like City in a Bottle on the sideboard, just to show what it might have been for anyone who wants to play a kind of deck like this. But we're going to ignore the sideboards for the point of the match. But you could look at Mitja's list, and that was actually the sideboard of the winning list in NewCon 6. So I think that's all we have to say. We're really excited to play this one. It's a UR mirror match. You'll see that there are some big differences. I have Old Man. Mitja has Electric Eel. So some cool cards that you don't even really see that much anymore. But with that, I'd say, Mitja, why don't we look at your list slash Stalin's list, the winning list, and then we'll take a look at mine.
Yes,
And then we'll
let's
play
do it.
an hour of game ones.
Surprisingly, here is the UR list. Here you go. The list as it is super straightforward. He plays all the burn he can get. He cuts the fourth Chain Lightning to get in his deck a one of Black Vice. You need to know that Black Vice and Mace were still restricted back then. So every aggressive deck really wanted to have the Black Vice. Besides that, as I said, the list is pretty much straightforward. Blue-red counterburn. There are some cards which are not played anymore like that. For example, the Serendip Jin is not really common anymore in the blue-red counterburn lists. As well as Dandan. Unstable Mutation, these are all cards. They were kind of pretty new, as Charles mentioned. The deck was not existing before. This list has also some surprising choices like Mana Drain without Brain Geyser. Therefore, he runs 2 Power Sync instead of the full package of Psyblasts in the main board. He put them in the sideboard. They're beside the control magics. But with that said, I would say let's move on to your list, Charles. Wait. One card which did not appear yet on Brewers Tavern is the Electric Eel, or maybe it appeared, but it's worth to read it out. 1 blue, 1/1. You can spend red, and to give him +2/+0. Electric eel does 1 damage to you. Electric eel does 1 damage to you when it is brought into play. So basically, it deals damage when it enters the battlefield, and it deals me another damage when I activate it. Yeah, but this is it.
All right, pretty cool.
Yeah, and here we are. Tell us a little bit about your list.
Okay, so it's always interesting to see like what's not played and what cards are played. So you'll notice that there's no Black Lotus. You had a Black Lotus. Neither list have a Chaos Orb. That's really interesting. I don't remember. Yeah, I think you had Time Walk. You had all 3 blue power. This list does not have a Time Walk, so it's always interesting. This is the Swedish spirit, which is you play with what you have and you do the best you can with it. And this list certainly is doing that. The list has a lot of burn, as you can see, between 3 fireballs and 3 earthquakes. And then fast creatures, Dibs and the Juggernaut. Interesting Juggernaut and not Suchi. I kind of like Suchi better in this format. The boomerangs, I guess, were the ways to deal with enchantments like dreams and cards that you didn't like. But neither of these lists are playing very many counter spells, right? I only have a mana drain, and do I remember in your list? Did you just have power sink? I don't think you had a hard counter.
I have 2 power sink and 1 mana drain.
Okay, so 2 UR burn decks, neither actually run the spell counter spell. So just interesting to note. I really love the Old Man of the Seas. I think those are really great. I don't have to say too much about UR burn. It's just I'm just trying to notice like the sideboard is just something I just made just to show what it could have been. I have no idea what it is, and it was just kind of lost to history as far as I know. It certainly was not on the blog. And the Shivans ran out the curve, so hopefully this list does okay. I think Mitja's list looks a little bit stronger, but we'll play the episode with the game ones, and we'll see how the decks do.
Yeah, let's do it. And give me a second. Hopefully here we are. Sorry, as I said, I'm a little bit ill, and I saw your deck picture at the moment. I was like, what is he talking about? No sideboard. There is clearly a sideboard with this list. And then I was like, oh yeah, he made one up. I forgot about that.
And in the actual deck photo, there's just like a baseball hat where the sideboard would be.
Yeah. Actually, it's the one with a propeller on the top,
Yeah, exactly right. All right, well, you can roll for us, odd or even. I'll take even. Pile 1.
You start.
All right. Pile 1.
Pile number 2 for you.
All right.
My deck also has no library.
Oh, I do have a library, but I don't have Black Lotus. You do. You have Time Walk. I don't.
Yeah, Mulligan.
I like seeing the decks not have every single restricted card. That's good.
But this is the point. Like back in the day, Old School was more fun based. I mean, of course, you had tryhards, you had people trying to optimize their decks, but you still had these lists which were winning but not optimized winning.
I think I have to try this. Pile 2. Well, certainly the longer Old School goes on, the more time players have to slowly build their decks, and eventually the players will end up with the cards they want.
Okay.
All right, I will start.
Yeah.
Your turn. Your cards.
Two cards.
I have 3.
Yeah, flying them. Pass.
Okay. and your turn, of course.
Attack.
19.
Electric eel.
Okay.
Give me a second. No, I bolt the old man directly, and then pass.
Okay. Factory. We'll chain your. He can be pumped up to. Is it +2?
+2, yes.
Or we'll chain the eel. And,
Afraid of the fishy
your turn.
fish. Draw. Play a land. Play electric eel. Attack.
Okay.
Pass.
18.
Sorry. Attack.
So you can pump him to 3-1, right?
3-1, yes. Actually, I can do it multiple times. If I would have
Wait,
4...
it's 2 mana to pump him.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so right now.
Right now,
right,
I can only pump him once with red.
Right, okay. I'll activate the factor.
Before blocks, Psyblast the factory.
All right, you're at 16, and I take 3.
Yeah.
15.
You take 2.
Oh, yeah, 2. Right.
Pass.
I'm getting a lot of land, which is good. Your turn.
Flying man and attack.
Okay.
Pump the eel. Go to 15. You take 4 damage. 4.
Well, I take 4 damage.
Because it's a 3-1 and this is a 1-1. Pass.
I did draw the best card. They're all no. Wait.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Sorry.
They're all 1 toughness, right?
Yeah. But Earthquake is only dealing 1 damage to every non-flying creature. Just saying.
Okay. 1, 2 damage, split, 2 damage, split, 2 damage. 1, 2. We'll fireball all 3. It doesn't even matter. All 3 for 2. I have no cards, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Your turn.
I chain lightning you.
Okay.
I crack Lotus and cast Twister.
Okay.
I had no land drop and you're at 9. 8, right? 8.
9.
9, okay.
Okay.
4, 7. Play a land, chain lightning you. Pass.
Land.
Juggernaut, right?
Is it good?
Yeah, Juggernaut is good.
Yep.
Dip is good too.
Man.
Mana drain,
Okay.
old man.
Your turn.
So with 1 colorless still floating, dip. Flying Man, and pass the turn.
Swing.
Block.
Okay. Your turn.
My turn?
Your turn.
Okay. 14. Draw. Cast Electric Eel. Pass.
Yep, that's fine.
Block the dip with the dip. Block the Juggernaut with the Electric Eel.
Okay. We'll chain your dib.
I would like to fire that back.
Me, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm at 1. Dib is dead.
Yeah.
I will fire it back at you.
At me? Okay. 10.
Well, so you go to 11.
No, I'm at 10. I'm at 10.
You're at 10. Okay. I will chain lightning my dib.
Oh, why would you do that?
And I will then chain you.
Okay, 7.
I will chain you.
Okay, 4.
This is what's untapped. Your turn.
Bolt you.
Okay, well, you got it.
Yeah, the problem is when you're presenting stuff like that, I needed to draw the second bolt from the top or attack first with Factory so that you tap and cannot cast Psyblast anymore.
Did you top deck the bolt?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean,
Otherwise,
if you top deck just a land, I would have had it. I could block your Factory, and then I can come in with. I think I would have had it, or it would have been ahead at least.
No, I had one bolt in hand already. I was.
Oh, if you had a bolt in hand, then
Yeah, but I needed a second one to play around the Psyblast.
Yep.
Because otherwise you could draw the game, you know. I'm at 4 life when you Psyblast me in response. Pile number 1.
Okay, I'll be on the play. Pile 2 for you.
Pile 2, sorry.
We'll keep.
Me too.
Turn.
Library. Library is amazing. That's a super good start. You know why?
Okay.
Pass.
So it's your turn.
Okay. Electric eel. Pass.
16. Okay.
City of Brass. Attack with electric eel.
Bolted.
Go to 18 and cast Surrender Be Freed. Pass.
It will boomerang your black dice.
Okay.
You play the land, and we will. Time twister.
Okay.
I get a clean library. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we will say that's the turn.
Draw. Factory, Ruby, Swing.
13.
Chain Lightning you. Done.
Okay.
And Black Rice.
You drew that too. It's like lovely. We'll bolt your Dan down. All right. Upkeep. I have 7 cards. I don't think I could really do that much. We'll take 2 and we'll side blast your guy. And
Okay.
we'll 2.
Mm-hmm.
The land return.
Strip mine, okay.
Dib, and your turn. 5 cards.
Lol.
But one black dice, I had a plan to boomerang it and give you a new hand, and you still found it.
It's important. It's a good card in that deck. I really love to find that. Yeah, I mean, I played a land. Phew. You have how many cards?
5.
Psyblast you, Time Twister.
Okay. I mean, there's 0 chance I win this game right now. But why don't you just tell me if you have a bolt, and then I don't even have to shuffle. I'm at 2 life. I'll be at 1 life, so.
Oh, I already packed away because you cannot win that anyways. You're at 2 life and I have an upkeep trigger with the Wise, and you have I mean, you need to get rid of.
No, you have a black Vice too. Yep.
Yeah, I have the Wise and you have the dip, so it's 4 damage you need to avoid. I thought you concede.
Oh no! I can't win that. You're right.
Sorry, I thought you're like,
Oh no!
okay.
You're right. I cannot win that. I cannot win that.
I mean, technically there is a chance that you find like 3 or 4 bolts.
Even if I do, you still have full hand. It's like you still just need to do 1 damage.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Just yes.
You're at 19, so. All right, pile 2.
Pile number 1 for you. I keep that. But both, I would say both of the decks are really, really, really bad against City in a Bottle. Ah,
Yeah.
Mox land pass the turn.
Okay. Discard your turn.
Counter spell.
Okay.
Draw. Dip. Go. Oh, sorry, 19.
Let's draw. Land, your turn. Cards.
18. Draw. Would like to attack. Oh, you have a mace. Mace. Not amazing. Haha. Then second dip. Pass.
I will. On upkeep. Then draw.
Mm-hmm.
Play a land. We will go to discard.
Okay. I draw. Or yeah. I play island. Then I would love to attack with everything.
I will bolt the factory.
Okay.
I will maze 1 div and go to 17.
Electric eel. Go.
Okay. Bolt the eel.
Yeah.
And 7 cards your turn.
13. Draw 3.
13, okay.
$11. Unstable. Unstable. Attack.
I'll maze 1.
Yeah.
Take 7.
No. 6.
6, okay.
No, sorry, I play a factory pass instead of the island.
Oh man, I never drew another land. This is literally stuck at 2 lands the whole game with library. Yeah, this is your game. I don't have any lands. I can do.
I mean, it's not over yet. I'm also at 9 life. Keep that in mind.
Oh, I mean, we could certainly play it out, but I have 2 lands, so I just go to discard then. I mean, I don't know what that does for the game. We'll discard them. And
Swing, you maze
Okay.
1, you take 5. Oh no, sorry, I also attack with factory.
Oh,
So
I'm at
7.
4.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know how I don't lose this.
Yeah. I mean, if you find a land now and can bounce factory or bounce a dip and bolt a factory and maze the other one.
Yeah, I don't see this happening. Still no land. It's too late. Let's see if this second place deck can win one game.
But to be fair, you also never find your Juggernaut. I don't know if they're insanely good in that matchup because I technically can just block them with
I think that like they're not great because like Juggernauts can be bolted or blocked by factory, and the old men can just be bolted. So it's you have a lot of ways to get rid of.
Yeah,
You can
and
match the clip.
also the electric eel can block the Juggernaut and kill it.
Well, I don't think boomerangs are good against a mirror, right? So boomerangs are great if you're playing against Underworld Dreams or some Abyss or something.
Or
You can't
mode or abyss stuff which you
or
cannot
mode, something like that. But against a mirror, it's not a good card to have because what am I bouncing? Pile 3.
Pile number 1.
Okay. We're gonna mulligan. We'll get a second blue ever. The answer is no. All right, are you keeping?
I'm thinking. I keep it. Come on.
Okay.
Pile number 1.
Okay, we will keep and put one in the bottom. Slice and 4 cards. Turn.
Blackwise. Funny enough. Factory Blackwise pass. 6 cards.
Okay, no damage. The land, I have 4 cards, your turn.
2 damage. 15. Draw. Play a land and pass the turn.
The land, cards, your turn.
End of turn, bolt to you.
Okay.
Upkeep, trigger on the stack, bolt to you. Play City of Brass, pass.
Someone has to recall myself.
Yeah, sure, works.
I finally saw that card. We'll play land. And I did. And I have cards, your turn.
Power sink to dip.
You go 14.
Draw. Yeah. Eel man and pass.
Play land for turn. Bolt the eel.
Okay.
And
dip. 12.
And we will drain that.
Okay. Your turn.
All right. Take that one. Mm-hmm. 3, 4, 5. Ball for 7. And your turn.
Huh. Go. Your turn.
You say pass?
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
All right. Second place, take 1-1.
The black vice is really good.
Kind of see why it was restricted back then, right?
Yeah. No one knows. But to be honest, like I really thought about mulling my hand because I just had a black vice and the black vice gets just so much worse when your opponent is not triggering it, you know?
All right, pile 3.
Pile number 1.
Keeping?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. You're up.
Go.
Your strip.
Okay.
Pass.
City of Brass dip. Go.
Your turn.
I have 4 cards. Go to 17, unstable mutation attack for 6. Pass.
Boomerang it.
The dip? Yep.
Yep. And your turn.
Cast it again. 16, pass.
Your turn. 15.
Play a land and attack.
Okay. Go to 11.
No, I'm also attacking with the factory.
Oh, you're also attacking. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to 9.
Okay. Electric eel, 13, pass.
Okay, go to 8. I'll go to inside blast your dib.
Okay.
Your turn. They needed one more land. Yep, your turn.
Chain you. Bolt you. I mean, I don't know why, but I kind of like this electric eel.
It's always a cool card, right?
And I mean, it's also super scary for the defending player to block it. With
I just
Factory,
like that it's from.
you will never want to trade your land drop against a 1-mana 1/1 bullshit card from the dark.
The fact it's from the dark, I think it's cool because there's not very many cards from the dark played at like high-end Swedish, right?
That's right, yeah. It's Maze of It, it's Blood Moon. Whew.
I mean, today is a little different, but today you have like Dust to Dust, maybe Fell Warstone, Days of It, Blood Moon.
Yeah.
I think back then you had
Elf of the Deep Shadow. Elf of Deep Shadow.
That's true. Elf of the Deep Shadow.
Pile number 2.
And 2 for you.
What the hell? I keep that.
We'll keep. Island Soul, your turn.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you start. Factory, Crack Lotus, Dip, and Electric Eel. Go.
Maze, Dib, your turn.
Uncool. 18. Pass.
Top deck. 3.
Yeah, works.
We will play a land for turn. And turn.
Go.
18.
Mitja bricks on lands.
We will. Fine.
Block.
Block with your dip?
Yes.
Okay. Second main. We'll chain your dip.
Yeah.
Your turn. First. Yep.
16. Flying Man. Pass.
17. Land. Okay.
Yeah. Block.
Earthquake for 3.
Eel is set now.
14, and your turn.
Sorry. Yeah, I think this is game over. Let's do it like
How are we
that.
doing on time?
We're doing actually quite good. We have 10 more minutes left, something like that.
All right, last game.
Yeah, one more. Then let's talk a little bit about sideboard action and yeah.
Yeah, you could talk about what you would have done. I have a pretend sideboard. Maybe one day we find out what that sideboard really was.
Yeah.
All right, pile 1 for you.
Pile number 2 for you. Oh, Mulligan. First time as you wheel today.
I haven't seen that either, and that's a mistake too, unless I'm mistaken. Okay, we'll try it, I guess. We're on the play.
Sorry, I will quick. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3.
2. It's a good thing neither of us were playing City in a Bottle, because Dib an Unstable Mutation in City of Brass.
Yeah. I start with Land Soul Ring. Go.
Do you even have Shatter in your deck?
No Shatter, no
Yeah,
artifact
really
removal. I only have Energy Flux.
I have no artifact removal either, so your turn.
Dip. Go.
Let's go.
Draw 3. I go to 18 directly because of the damage and upkeep. Okay. Unstable Mutation. Attack. Dip. Go.
Wow. All right, 13. Guess I swing.
14.
Chain you.
Okay, 11.
Yeah, your turn.
Counter. 9. Cards in hand.
4.
4. Okay. Unstable Mutation. Attack.
How much is it for? I mean, you might just win right there.
3, 6, 12.
That's with the you lost 1 counter, right?
Yeah. I counted this with 2. Because this is 5.
It's 11 total?
Oh, it's 11 total. Yeah, your turn.
Okay, I'm at 2.
Your turn, yeah.
Okay. Let me just see if there's anything I can do. Nope. All right, I go to 1. Do not know. I can do any, I can get you to 6.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I swing with both.
Sure. 4.
I get you to 4. And I can't do anything else. I can pull myself get you to 2, but won't get you to the upkeep.
Yes. I mean,
well, I don't think you can celebrate too much because you have.
Oh no,
you
should really cast that that earthquake because I'm at 2 and I would die in the.
But I'm dying when I cast the earthquake. I'm at 1 life.
Oh lol, you're so right. Oh yeah.
So as soon as I cast it, I'm dead. I can't get to your upkeep.
I'm sick. Please. I'm sorry, I forgot that earthquake is not one-sided, it's both-sided. You're also feeling the earth shaking.
I'll have Richard Garfield change the card for me so I could win that game.
Yeah.
You can go through like what you would have sideboarded against, I guess, the mirror, or at least show your sideboard.
Cards I would probably take out are for sure the wheels, because I don't want to fill your hand up, and the energy flux. I know, I mean, it's kind of discussable to do it like that, but I for sure want those 4 in, and to be honest, I also want the Psyblasts. So actually, the deck as it is feels quite good. Um, yeah, I think this is the right plan. Bought those four out, bought those four in, just to counter the bolts and destroy dip, and then you're good to go.
Um, yeah, I mean, so like there was no sideboard here, so I'm not really sure what would have been done. Just to keep it like obvious considerations, even back then. Obviously, Blood Moon. I mean, Mitja's list, the winning list has four Blood Moons. This list I'm playing certainly could consider four Blood Moons as well. Um, I think four Red Blasts are always way to consider. Blue is so good, and these are very affordable cards. So this wouldn't have been something that would be a card availability issue. The other cards, which I think would have considered, I'm surprised Mitja doesn't have anything other than energy fluxes. Neither deck has artifact removal, so sitting a bottle would have been a very big problem, right? And there's no way to remove it other than Chaos or Shatter. Even back then, very affordable card, and it does something that this deck needs if you're playing against it. And then I'm not really sure what else could be. I mean, Blue Blast could be considered for sure, like Mitja's list, and Control Magic's Mitja's list has three as well. If you're playing against decks with five casting cost creatures like Shazam, these are a really good option because you could Side Blast becomes less useful at four. So these are good choices if you need some because you don't have swords. If you can't remove it with burn, these are really good choices. I'm not really sure what was actually done, but this is one possibility. Um, this was a lot of fun to replay NewCon 6 finals. I'm not surprised that the winning list won all but two of the games in the hour. It definitely is the stronger of the two lists. Really interesting to see like what cards were included, what wasn't. You don't have a library, but you have a Black Lotus. You have the full blue power. This list does not have Time Walk. Um,
Ah,
does
by
not
the
have
way, I
Black Lotus.
also did not have a Chaos Orb, and I think you're also not having one, right?
Either of us have a Chaos Orb, so it's fun to see like back in that spirit of where players were still early in collecting and didn't have every card yet. That these two lists made it to the finals is really cool to see, right? You wouldn't expect that today. In another 10 episodes, at episode 190, we're going to look forward to playing NewCon 7 from 2015. And we'll see you in episode 181 with two new decks in the meantime. Thanks everyone for watching, and bye for now.
Bye bye.